Good morning, Belen. I'm Marcelo Hernandez.
And I'm Alex Suarez.
And welcome to this edition of WBLN for today, November 14th, 2017.
Last week, members of the sophomore, junior, and senior classes traveled to the Northeast to visit colleges and universities. Students toured UPenn, St. Joseph's University, Villanova, Fordham, Columbia, and NYU. With more, here's Simon Besesser.
A group of students joined Miss Busto and Miss Peterson on a trip to New York and Philadelphia to visit the surrounding colleges.
So we just landed here in Philadelphia. We're going to get something to eat now, and we're going to village our next college, which is going to be UPenn in the next couple of hours.
Not only did colleges provide options for the students, but also gave them a feeling of what kind of college they would like to attend.
We just finished visiting Villanova University. Now it was our last school in Philadelphia, so now we're going to start making our way to New York City. We just arrived here in New York. We're here in Rockefeller Center. This is going to be our last stop for today, Wednesday. But tomorrow we're going to see two different universities here in New York.
These colleges included UPenn, Columbia, Fordham, Villanova, NYU, and St. Joseph's University.
Thank you, Sion. For more information on upcoming trips, please see the College Counseling Office.
Our school provides opportunities for students to become more religious people, and one of its goals is to help us make meaningful choices towards faith. And last week, sophomore students took on one of those opportunities on the Cardinere retreat. On Cardinere, sophomores participate in a 2-night retreat surrounded by nature. The retreat is intended to spark spiritual renewal and encounter God as they go through specially themed challenges and experience to reflect on their lives under a natural environment. Congrats to those guys. The Supreme Court will consider whether it's okay to wear political apparel at polling places. At issue is a Minnesota law banning voters from wearing political badges, buttons, and other insignia at the polls. The plaintiff in the case says he was temporarily blocked from voting under a "Don't Tread on Me" t-shirt he wore to this polling place. His lawyers argue that the ban is unconstitutional, arguing that the Supreme Court rulings that ban campaign materials and soliciting at polling places does not include apparel and the like. But lawyers for the state of Minnesota say lower courts have determined that speech restriction is inside polling places are legal as long as they're reasonable and viewpoint neutral.
In Iran, a powerful earthquake has left the region devastated. More than 300 people have been killed and over 3,900 injured. Most of the victims are from the Kermanshah province of western Iran. According to local TV, the 7.3 magnitude earthquake also claimed lives in northern Iraq, where at least 700 have died.
Hey guys, here's your scoop for today. 8th graders in Honors Algebra 1 need to report today, Tuesday, November 14th, after school to the Roca Theater with a few sharpened number 2 pencils and an eraser. No calculators or electronic devices are allowed, so leave them in the book bag in the back of the theater, and plan to be there until about 4:15. This past weekend, the Belen Jesuit speech and debate team competed at the CFL number 2 tournament of the year. We had nearly 20 students compete in 4 different events. Leading the team this past weekend was a public forum team of Victor Bisbal and Kevin Steele, who placed 13th out of 45 teams in novice public forum. In varsity public forum, the team of Kevin Bjorkman and Carlos Caballero captured 23rd place out of 75 teams. Kevin and Carlos were defeated by the top 2 teams in the tournament, who went on to capture 1st and 2nd respectively. The duo team of Michael Mesa and Alexander Blanco captured 11th place in dual interpretation. This is our first top 12 placement in the event in 4 years. Captain Donamic Abreu was recognized as top presiding officer for his varsity Congress chamber. The team now gears up for the first major tournament of the season at George Mason University this first weekend of December. November 11th through 12th, the Belen Jesuit chess team competed in the 16th Annual Turkey Bowl, the most prestigious annual chess tournament in South Florida. Junior Carlos Ariza won 1st place in the under 1100 division with 4.5 points. Sophomore Luke Swistak won 5th place in the same division with 4 points. In his first Turkey Bowl, 7th grader Maximus Garcia won 2 points in the same division in under the 1450 division. Junior Brandon Villa won 3rd place in the division and best performance under 1350 with 4 points. In his first Turkey Bowl, freshman Aiden Bevida scored a new personal best of 3.5 points in only his third competition. In the under 17-15 division, senior captain Justin Izquierdo scored 2.5 points. Congratulations to our history club. The team of Alan Navarro, Aaron Fernandez, Peter Morales, and Manny Gill were the runner-up in the varsity division. Kevin Ferguson, Alec Viscoso, Matthew Jonathan, and Luis Havorsen and Peter Schmidt were JV semifinalists. A total of 3 teams, varsity and 1 JV, qualified for the National History Bowl competition. Donato Gonzalez had the highest score in the U.S. History B exam. George Moscoso, class of 2018, had the highest score in the Geography B exam. And Alan Navarro and Alec Viscoso also qualified for the National Geography B. Don't forget Belen Campus Ministry is collecting essential food items for families in need at Jesuit Catholic Church, St. Dominic Catholic Church, and St. Michael Catholic Church, as well as the Marianita Sisters for annual Thanksgiving drive for the poor middle school. For the poor. Middle school students are to bring items from List A, while high school students are to bring items from List B. In addition to this, we ask every student in every grade to bring in 1 gift card, $5 or more, to either Publix, Winn-Dixie, or Sedano's. These cards are to be given to the homeroom teacher directly. Now stay with us as we bring you sports and weather after these messages.
Good morning, Belen. It's looking like a pretty sunny day today with some slight chance of scattered shower storms through the afternoon. Let's take a look at your forecast for today. We have our temperatures with highs in the high 80s and temperatures in the mid 70s. Relative humidity in the 71%. Winds moving east-northeast with 10 miles an hour. Partly cloudy with precipitation with a chance of 20%. For the next 3 days, we're looking at highs of 82 across the board and high 60s, low 70s on the lows, with Thursday and Friday going into the weekend looking pretty sunny. Now I'll hand it back off to Raul for sports.
Hey guys, here's your sports for today. Our Wolverine soccer team tied Terra last night by a score of 1-1. Scoring the only goal for Belen was senior Diego Nunez. Their next game will be against Ronald Reagan High School on Thursday. On November 11th, senior Aitor Fungarino won the 200 free with an All-American time of 1:34.89. He was just 0.2 of a second off the state record. After logging in the 3A state championship in the 200 free, Aitor won the 500 free with an All-American time of 4:25.73. And anchors forward by 100 relay to a third-place finish with Andres Wong, Hugo Marin, Hector Paz, and Fungarino. The 4x100 relay team finished 4th. The Wolverines did finish in 5th place as a team. Javier Samuel came in 9th place in the diving competition, and Andres Wong was 4th in the 200 free and 7th in the 100 free. Congratulations to all our swimmers, Andres Wong, Hugo Marin, Hector Paz, Aitor Fungarino, Javier Samuel, and Ignacio Aguilar. The varsity cross-country team captured the 3A state title on November 11th. This team scored 57 points to secure the championship and earned their 9th title. Senior Joshua Collins finished in 2nd place with a time of 15 minutes and seconds. Vilahos in 16th place, Adam Maguz in 17th place, Sebastian Rowe in 18th, CJ Guzzi in 21st, Leo Gomez in 26th, and finally Matthew Bryant in 37th place. Last Friday, your Belen Wolverines took on the Southridge Spartans in the regional quarterfinal of the playoffs. The Wolverines' defense only allowed 1 touchdown in the first half and went into the second half with a lot of momentum on their side. The Spartans pulled away in the third quarter by scoring 3 straight touchdowns. However, when all seemed lost, the Wolverines dug deep and scored some unanswered points. Don Cheney had a touchdown from 20 yards out, and the Wolverines kicker, Javin Rice, booted 2 marvelous onside kicks, which were recovered by Aramis Castaño and Danny Esteban. The Wolverines were driving with 6 minutes left in the game until two costly penalties set them back and they could not convert. Don Chaney finished with 27 carries and 192 yards with 2 touchdowns, and Aparicio rushed for 12 carries with 90 yards. The game resulted with a score of 35-14, ending the Wolverines season. Congratulations to the seniors and the team on a memorable 4-peat season. The U is back, and they showed it Saturday night when they blew past the Notre Dame Fighting Irish by a score of 41-8. Miami's defense was hot all night, forcing 4 total turnovers, which later resulted in 24 points. 7 of that 24 came off of a game-changing pick 6 by Trajan Bandy, and it was all Canes from there. Other touchdowns from the U came from Braxton Berrios, DJ Dallas, and Malik Rozier on a 16-yard quarterback keeper. With the win, UM is now 9-0 and will host Virginia on Saturday at 12. In pro football, the Dolphins lost to the Carolina Panthers last night in a one-sided game by a score of 21-45. The Finns struggled defensively the entire game and couldn't prevent the Panthers from making big plays on offense. Their record now drops to 4-5, and they will now host the Buccaneers in a Sunday afternoon matchup. That's all for sports. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Raul. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook for all the latest news and pictures. I'm Marcelo Hernandez.
And I'm Alex Suarez. From everyone here, have a wonderful day and stay golden, Wolverines.